Ever found yourself reading a textbook page for the third time, yet struggling to recall what it said? Or perhaps you've been in a situation where you're cramming for an exam, only to realize that the information is slipping through your fingers like sand. It happens to the best of us, and it's not always about how hard we study, but rather how smart we study. Today, we're exploring some of the most effective memory techniques that can revolutionize the way you study. First up, we have the method of Lotze, also known as the memory palace. This technique has ancient roots, dating back to the Roman times, and involves associating information with specific locations. Imagine walking through your house, with each room holding a piece of information. The key here is to create a vivid mental image, allowing your brain to make connections and enhance recall. Next, we delve into the world of mnemonics. This technique involves creating associations to remember complex information. It could be a simple rhyme, an acronym, or a memorable phrase. For example, to remember the colors of the rainbow, you might use the mnemonic "Richard of York gave battle in vain" to represent red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. It's a fun, engaging way to remember facts and details. Then, there's the Feynman technique, named after the famous physicist Richard Feynman. This method involves explaining a concept in simple language, as if you were speaking to a child. If you find it difficult to simplify a concept, it's a sign that you need to understand it better. This technique not only helps you remember concepts, but also deepens your understanding. Moving on, we have spaced repetition. This technique is all about reviewing information at increasing intervals over time. Instead of cramming all at once, you review information after a day, then a few days later, then a week later, and so on. Research shows that this method significantly improves long-term retention of information. Lastly, there's active recall, a technique that involves actively trying to remember information without looking at your notes. This could involve quizzing yourself or explaining a concept to someone else. Active recall puts your brain to work, leading to stronger memory formation. In summary, the method of Lotze involves associating information with specific locations, creating a mental memory palace. Mnemonics use associations to remember complex information, turning facts into memorable phrases or acronyms. The Feynman technique simplifies concepts to enhance understanding. Spaced repetition reviews information at increasing intervals, improving long-term memory. Active recall involves trying to remember information without looking at notes, strengthening memory formation. Remember, these techniques are not one-size-fits-all. Everyone has a unique way of learning and retaining information. Try different techniques, mix them up, and find out what works best for you. Because when it comes to studying, it's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. And with these techniques in your arsenal, you're well on your way to becoming a master learner.